Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a story. One day, there was a flock of birds heading south for winter. It's interesting that each bird took turns to lead the rest without any signal or planning. It just happened like magic and really tells us we all need to take ownership of our projects. Hold it! That's not a story. And that's certainly not a story to influence in a business setting. But that's what I thought a story to influence my colleagues should sound like. What baloney! And in lesson 1 of your course, I'll explain what storytelling to influence is and isn't, why you must include a story, types of stories you can use from the super boring and mundane to crazy emotional and exciting, and lastly, when to tell stories. Because of my early experience as a military helicopter pilot, I always felt that storytelling had no place in influence, and sheer logic and rational thought was the only way to influence. But boy, was I wrong. Even in my early days as a pilot, I quickly found out that a simple and short story would really drive home the point, and best of all, I always captured the audience's attention, and influence was so much easier. Back then, I didn't know how I did it, and I didn't know how to explain my storytelling steps. But over the years, I figured it out. Okay, some of you may have noticed the story I just slipped in without you noticing. I could have presented my experience in typical workplace PowerPoint style complete with bullet points. But instead, I just slipped in a real story. And by the end of this lesson, you'll know for yourself what the story to influence really is, what it isn't, and when to use a story to influence your audience. Let's go!